Hi, Paso here. Just a quick message before the video starts. Did you know 83.5% of you aren't subscribed? Now, if you regularly watch my videos and you see them often and you enjoy them, I would appreciate if you could subscribe. It's free and it doesn't hurt. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hey guys, Paso here and welcome back to another Space Engineers video. Today I'm going to be looking at the HGG Terra. This is a build made by someone who has already made a build which is also featured on this channel, and that is the HGG Luna. You can find that up in the corner on the top there, or somewhere, or in the link in the description. But yeah, I'll put the video somewhere there. The download link for this ship will also be in the description. I'll just say that now. And yeah, let's get straight to it. So as you can see, it's a little rover-esque sort of vehicle here. It's got these little ships on the back here. So we've got a little ship. I guess this is more just for like scouting around or moving stuff, because it doesn't really have any weapons on it or anything like that. It's got some storage at the back. No, not even. Okay, yeah. Pretty sure this is just more of a scouting thing, if anything. And we've also got a little drone here as well, which can detach there. But yeah, as you can see, it's got 6 wheels on each side, so that's 12 wheels in total. We've got a little entrance here, and this has got an airlock on the inside there, as you can see, but we'll look at that in a minute. We'll just close that. We've got some pipes here, which I assume are either supposed to be cables or like a ladder to the roof there. Not 100% sure, but it looks nice. Got some buttons here. We've got a suspension lower. Yep, thought so. Okay, and if I click this, as you can see, that will allow us to get in there a little bit easier. We've also got a depressurize button for the fence in there, and I think I'm going to have to raise these wheels when I get into the cockpit there, because it doesn't look like it wants to raise. We've also got a nice use of the iron or the metal beam blocks there, as you can see. That serves as a sort of like a nice trim there. We've also got a yellow and white sort of color scheme. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my English today. Color scheme going on here, and that sort of serves as like ribbing, as you can see. We've also got a ladder here, like an actual ladder that will let us get to the top there, so we'll look at that in a moment. We've also got a little camera here on the side. At the back here, we've got some sort of reversing lights, and they're red spotlights there, as you can see. We've also got some blast door blocks there, these little pointy ones, and I guess that's just, and also here as well, that's probably just to take any brunt of impacts if the vehicle is going on some hilly terrain. We've also got a little battery there and another camera behind. Moving on, we have a connector on the side as well as a little ejector block. I believe that's the ejector. Yep, of course. Very nice. And I assume this is to turn it on and off. Yes, it is. We've also got a camera there to help line up any things you want to connect to. I imagine this connector is probably more used to attach to stations or like your base and stuff like that. I don't really think this is probably where you want to attach a ship or anything, just because the clearance really isn't there. But yeah, the beam blocks as well sort of just repeat on this side, same with the yellow ribbing there. On this side, we've got some little seats here, so you can just sit and look out as you're getting transported across the planet there. And it looks like that'll lower the things as well, except it went up. Okay, well I guess I can just tap that on and off to go up and down. Okay, well I guess that does that. Anyways, yep, so you can use that to lower and get into the seat. At the front here, I really like the sort of cockpit view here. Get in closer with the jetpack here. So as you can see, it's sort of like a little bubble here. We've got some little windows on the side here, and we've got this sort of like, I guess you just call it like a cage that goes around, which looks very nice and sort of very structurally sound, I suppose. We've also got some of that going on here with it extruding a little bit. And yep, as also like the back, we've got the spotlights there to give us some lights at the front there, so you can see where you're going at nighttime. We'll just look at the top now. As you can see, we've got some nice little windows on the top here. I really like, especially at the front here, how they've used the 1x2 small window blocks to sort of add this like tiling effect. I think it looks very nice. As you can see, you can look into the interior there, so you've got some skylights, so we'll see how that looks like from the interior there. We've got some little exhaust blocks there, so I imagine you can change some effects on that. And we also have a connector here, a spotlight over there, a laser antenna, this is either a decoy block, I'm going to assume, or a warhead. I don't think it's a warhead, I'm pretty sure that's a decoy block. In fact, let's just check that. Yes, it is a decoy block. Not sure how useful it is, seeing that it is attached to the ship and doesn't look like it can be ejected, but doesn't hurt to have nonetheless. We've also got some little sort of like, I think this is a barred window, and that adds a nice sort of effect there with the battery underneath. Not much of a very like easy to see detail, but it's nice that it's there. We've also got a large storage container back here, as well as, I believe this is a hydrogen tank. Yep, that is. It's a small one. Sorry, I don't really know my small blocks too well. Anyways, we'll get on with the interior view now. So this is the little airlock. It's very small. And as you can see, we've got a little gun rack there. We've got a pressurized button, or depressurized, sorry. We've got a sensor here, and we've got a O2 generator. That's very handy there, because you can grab your little oxygen tanks or hydrogen tanks there. Very nice. And there's also a cockpit here, but this isn't the main cockpit. It even says this is not the main cockpit, as you can see. So yeah, not too sure what that's there for, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to have. Anyways, we can come into the main little lobby area here. As you can see, it's a small but nice and cozy sort of space. Very white, like the exterior, but I mean, that's not a bad thing. As you can see, we've got a little table here. We've got two little seats there and I guess like a half block with the beam blocks there. That's actually a very cool little table technique they've used there, so I do like that. And we've also got a sound block there. Not too sure what that does. I imagine that's going to have like an alarm thing. We've also got a weather thing there, and I'm just interested to see actually if this will change depending if I change the weather. So I've just changed it to lightning. Doesn't look like it is changing. Okay, well I guess that's more, oh no, it is changing dust. Wow, that's actually very impressive. Very cool. Okay, so there you go. Not that you really need that, seeing you've got a window there and a window looking directly up at the sky where the weather's most likely going to be coming from. But yeah, very cool detail nonetheless. We've also got a clock there, as you can see, it's 9:16 where I am at the time of recording. And we can turn the lights on and off using this button here. That's what it looks like with the lights off. That's the lights on. Very nice. Moving onwards, also sorry for the slanted thing, I don't know if, you know what, I might just use my jetpack and do that. Okay, that looks a bit nicer. So this is sort of like the back, sort of, I guess, mechanical part of the ship here. We've got two cryopods in the sort of like wall and ceiling-esque sort of part there. So that's very space efficient. We've also got some more light controls here. Can't really see because it's daytime. Here we can turn the survival kit on and off. Here we can turn the antenna on and off. Here we can turn the ore detector on and off, and this is the maintenance hatch. I didn't see this before. Okay. Ah, so I take it that's so we can fix the batteries, reactor, and large cargo container. That's very useful there, so we'll just turn that off for now. And I do think that's exposed to the air, which is why, yep, that little thing was sucking the air out there, depressurizing or pressurizing. I'm not too sure which comes first. But here we have a repair projector button, so I imagine that's the projector in there. We'll turn this on. So if we take any damage, this now has like an onion skin thing we can repair under. We also have a beacon here, which we can turn on and off, as you can see. And yep, that looks like that's all the buttons in here. That's actually very useful to have those, so the person who is flying, or sorry, driving the car, you can have the second person going around and doing stuff, or even a third person if the seats are taken up. Here we also have a hydrogen engine and another one here, and we've got another gun rack here, some little tubes, conveyors and stuff. So I do believe this is survival ready as well. We've got some programmable block, no, these are timer blocks, sorry, my bad. Anyways, moving on to the front here, we've got the cockpit, which is very snuggy. It's quite small, but I guess it's somewhat sizable for the size of this little rover thing. So we've got 2 seats here, and those both have little screens. We've got the weather screen, planet gravity screen. I assume that is for the laser antenna there, and the time. So as you can see here, we've got another button, and that will turn the sensor on and off. I'm not too sure what that does, so I'm just going to click that again. But we'll get into the seat here, and we'll drive this little thing around and see how it goes. So as you can see, it is quite mobile for its length. I don't want to flip because I don't think it has gyroscopes. No, I don't think so. But yeah, as you can see, this is sort of on very flat, sort of just hilly terrain here, so I guess you probably don't want to be going up too many sort of steep sides and stuff like that. I really do like vehicles like this in Space Engineers, like land vehicles. I find it's a lot more fun, especially in the early game. Adds a bit more of a challenge when trying to get around and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, it moves around pretty well, and I'll just stop there and put the brakes on. As you can see, as it's getting dark, you can see the lights in action. They look very cool. And yeah, I'll just go through the buttons here. So number 1, that is the handbrake. Number 2 is the searchlight controls. That's so you can control like a turret. Again for number 3. Number 4, oh, I guess we have atmospheric thrusters, unless I am assuming that is for the drone there. If I just click number 4. Yes. No, it looks like we've just got some like little boosters on there. Doesn't look like we have anything upwards, but we've got some little boosters there so you can really get moving. Very useful feature there. Quite a few cars use that. Moving on, we have the connector on the side, and we have the connector on the top. Number 7, we'll lower the suspension. Number 8, we'll turn the hydrogen stockpile on or off. Number 9, we'll turn our batteries on and off, although, no, sorry, it will change the charging mode, I'm assuming. If I just click 9, yep, there you go, it'll change from auto to recharge. On the second tab here, we can see we have the oxygen generators, hydrogen engines, large reactor. Number 5, we have the timer block. Number 6, we have the survival kit on and off. Not sure why you'd want to turn that off unless you were saving power or didn't want someone to respawn. If you're doing a little bit of trolling, who would know? Number 7 is the ore detector. Number 8 is the beacon. Number 9 is the antenna. We'll go to our third slide. We have a parachute. And again, we have more parachutes. Number 5 is the lights. Number 7, okay, so we do have gyroscopes. They're just very hidden. Number 9 will turn on the projector. Number 4 looks like it will switch us around all the cameras. So I believe that is the side, that is the front, and that is the back. Now number 5 I believe is the drone here. So if I click number 6 now, and I click P, no, how do I escape this? What was I on? Number 4. Okay, yeah, if I click P that doesn't do a thing. Okay, well I'll try and figure out that in a moment. But let me see, so that was number 4, and I think that's everything. Not too sure how to release this thing here. I imagine you might have to go into the block settings. Let me just click this, and now I'm in the drone. Maybe I can do this, and I can probably go Control 1. Okay, so I think, or maybe it's got like the AI. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think this is so you can set it up with the new AI, I would think, so we can fly around. Not 100% sure how to get that one working. Again, I'm not super knowledgeable with that sort of stuff when it comes to Space Engineers, so I'm sorry, but I think you guys might just have to figure that one out. But there is also that little car at the back there I do just want to check out real quick. Sorry, not car, little ship here. Grid control forbidden. Okay, well I imagine if I go here. Okay, now I think I'm just stupid. If I click 1 or P or 7. No, okay, I am too dumb to figure that one out, so I'm gonna have to leave that to you guys, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll crash this little thing now from the sky. I might just take the wheels off so it doesn't bounce, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I've just teleported the car up here now, and we're gonna see if we can watch it crash. I might just go into F6 here and we'll just see it. Okay. Interesting crash, to say the least. I suppose, worst case, we now know that if you lose your wheels and go off a cliff, you should be okay. I might just retry that one, just because that wasn't very good. In fact, I might just turn the gyroscopes on, which I believe were on this one here. Okay, number 7. Okay, no, never mind. I think that's just supposed to roll it. Okay, well, it looks like this was actually more effective than crashing it, so maybe we'll just call this the crash. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day. See ya.